Hey YouTube, this is old Watachi again. Um, I'm doing this video on the liberals, or what the majority of these liberals are today, illegal immigrants and uh, Generation X. Now, I see a lot of videos where reporters are going and talking to these kids. Now, these are kids that are either just getting out of high school or maybe even completed in college or completed a couple of year degree, like an associate's degree or something. And I've seen these reporters go to these colleges and talk to these kids. And that's exactly what they are, as kids. They're not young adults, they're kids. But I've seen these reporters go and talk to them, and, they're asking them why they don't like Trump. Well, he's a Nazi. He's a racist. He hates women. Which none of these things, if you ask them, will give us an example. All they can come up with is he wants to build a wall. That makes him a racist. He don't want to give us free health care and free colleges. That makes him a Nazi. I don't even know where they come up that he don't like women, because the fact that he's got so many of these women working in high places all around him, even for his own business and his political life, I don't know where they come up with that. But these reporters go stop and ask them questions, and they have no answers. They have no answers whatsoever, other than the same bullcrap CNN, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, and all the other lying, fake news channels have regurgitated in the last year or 2.5 years. That's all they got. Oh, he's been colluding with Russia, and they have no proof of anything. They stand out there with their stupid signs, their blown up balloon that looks like Trump with a diaper on, which I don't even know what that is. But these kids, if you ask them how old they should be before they're considered an adult, they'll even tell you about 25 to 30 years old. And you know what? I agree with them. I agree wholeheartedly. These people should not be allowed to vote. They shouldn't even be allowed to drive a car until they're 25. They don't have enough sense to be driving a car or voting or have the right to buy a gun, because they are so brainwashed by the grade schools that they went to, and then on top of it, these liberal colleges that they go to. They are so brainwashed and dumbed down that, well, let me give you an example. I was at a gas station just a little while ago, a Gulf gas station. I went in, I got me a cup of ice, and I wanted $20 worth of gas. I told the lady, and I'm using lady, but I should say kid. She's probably somewhere between 18 and 22 years old. I told her I wanted $20 worth of gas on pump 5, and I got a cup of ice. She told me that was a quarter. So she told me it'd be $20.25. So I handed her $21. Now this girl took the $21 and she punched it into the register that I gave her $20.25. Then she stopped, and she was sitting there for a minute looking at the register. She picked up the calculator and had to take $21 minus $20.25 in order to figure out how much money to give me back in change. Now, if that don't say everything about Generation X, then I don't know what more you need to say about them. And these are the same people that are working at McDonald's thinking they're worth $15 an hour. Well, if you can't, in your head, subtract $20.25 from $21 without using a calculator, you shouldn't be working at all. They shouldn't pay you any more than about $2 an hour to work. If you're too damn dumb to figure that out, you shouldn't be working. You're dangerous. Now, these old Bernie Sanders, he's promising on the world, and they're believing it. We're going to give you free health care. We're going to give you free college. He then slides in there with the truth. He's got to give them a little bit of truth. It's not really going to be free. We're going to tax you at 75%. Now, for you liberals that can't do the math without a calculator, let me do it for you. Let's say you're making $1,000 a week at your college-educated job that you supposedly have. Okay, he give you free health care. He's giving you a free college education. Now, that $1,000 a week you're making, let's see if you can do the math and figure out, after you give the government 75% of that, how much of that $1,000 a week you're going to be able to keep. I'll let you get your calculator and figure it up real quick. All right, you've had about enough time. I'll go ahead and tell you. That means if you make $1,000 a week and you're paying the government 20 or 75% of that, that means you're going to make $250 a week bring home. Now, if any of you have ever paid rent or bought a house or bought a car, how much does those cost you? Because if you live in the hood and a house that's almost falling down around you, or apartment complex that's so nasty you got cockroaches and bed bugs in it, you might find a place to live for around $300 or $400 a month on rent. You might find a house you can buy or a trailer that in a trailer park somewhere that is 40 years old, falling apart, and pay $300 or $400 a month to live there. Okay. Now how you going to pay for that car? Because you ain't going to find a car for $100 a month. You're not going to buy a car today for $200 a month. If you're lucky, you might find one for $300 a month. But chances are, even if it's used or new, you're going to pay close to $400 a month. Now, we done figured you're doing good. You're making $1,000 a week. Well, $250 a week after you pay 75% of that to old Bernie. $250 a week times 4 is how much? Times it by 4. Get your calculator. It's sitting right there in front of you. That makes you making $1,000 a month. So now you're making $1,000 a week, but you're only bringing $1,000 a month home. So out of that $1,000 now, you got to pay, let's say you're living in the shitty apartment in the shitty part of town, or you're living in a shitty trailer park somewhere, and you're only paying $300 a month. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, now, you need a car. Let's say you get lucky, very lucky, and you can find a car for $200 a month. Okay? There's $500 a month of your $1,000 that you're going to keep after he takes 75% of your paycheck. Let's look at it. Okay, you got $500 left to pay if you have an electric bill, a water bill, insurance on your car. We got to have that damn $800 to $1,000 cell phone and the bill to go with it. So there's another $100. Oh, yeah. You gotta eat. You gotta eat. So out of that last $500 you get, you're going to pay, let's give it a $50 to $100, because nope. But if you buy a car on payments, you got to have full coverage. So at your age, your full coverage is probably going to cost you about $100, let's just say $100 a month for full coverage. Okay, so that leaves you $400. Your phone probably going to cost you, we'll just say $50. That leaves you $350. If you got an electric bill to pay, water bill, cable, satellite, whatever, internet, let's just add another $100 for all that. That knocks you down to $250 a month. Now, we know you can't wear just Walmart $25 tennis shoes. We know you can't just wear Walmart blue jeans that are $6, $7, $10 a piece. We know you can't wear just regular old Walmart sunglasses, wear Walmart makeup, wear Walmart shirts, dresses. Well, let's say you can. That'll knock you down at least another about $150. Oh, wait a minute. Gonna have gas for that car of yours. So we'll say you'd spend another $100 on clothes and shoes and bras and panties and makeup and all that. Then there's another, depending on how close you live to your job, let's just say another, $30 a week. Here's another $120. So, by the time you figure all this shit in, where's your beer money coming from? Where's your going to go see a movie coming from? Where's your bar hopping money coming from? And God forbid you're out here laying down with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Sue, Mary, and Jane, and end up with kids. Now, how you going to pay for a kid? Now, let's get back to reality. The truth is, even if you go to college, you'll probably get out of college. If you're lucky, you'll be making $100 or $500 a week, not $1,000. A third of that is $125 a week. So you'll be bringing home $125 a week after Bernie takes 75%. Times that by 4. That means you're living off of $500 a month. $500 a month. Now, that's your $300 a month in rent, and that you ain't never going to find, but let's just say you did. That leaves you $200 for a car, insurance, phone, cable, internet, food, clothes, shoes, everything else that you're going to need. You better start talking to Bernie about giving you, if he's going to take 75%, he needs to give you free health care, free insurance, a free house, a free car, because you're going to need everything given to you if Bernie gets his way. You ain't just going to need medical and free college, because you ain't going to get a job making $1,000 a week in the first place, even with that college. Just like this college that's right here by where I live. They pumping out everybody that goes there as engineers of some kind, chemical engineers, railroad, or not railroad engineers, but road, where they do road engineering, laying out streets and maps and stuff like that. They got all kinds of engineers going up there. We don't have that many damn engineering jobs in this country, people. There's all these people going, I'm going to be a nurse. Everybody's going to be a nurse. I'm going to be a lawyer. Everybody's going to be a lawyer. Yeah, they're all going to be lawyers. Then you got to look at your grades. if you're a nurse or a lawyer or going to be working in some kind of field where it's technical or it could cost people's lives, like build a bridge builder or something, you think they're going to hire a C&D average person that went to college, partied his ass off, made C's and D's? You think they're going to look for people that made A's and B's? Are you one of those? People, you better start thinking about what you're doing. This Generation X, they're going to be in charge of this country in the next 20 years. They're going to be the adults that's running the show. And if they keep following these idiots like Bernie Sanders, Pelosi, hell, just take a rock and throw it at anybody that sits in Washington, D.C. at this point. They're all a bunch of idiots. I don't know, people. But that's my rant for today. Anybody's got any comments, questions, anything like that, leave it in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. Just troll the hell out of me. That works. At least I know you're reading or watching my video. May God bless us all, people, because we're definitely going to need it before this is all over with. Especially with Generation X coming up. Have a good day.